Hi, I'm Belinda from Visualized NZ. Welcome to my channel. I'm just going to give you a brief flip through of this completed journal. This one's called Nature Vibes. You wouldn't believe it, I recorded a video yesterday on this journal and it was just a complete mission. It went wrong in so many different ways, including our oldest and youngest cat having a play fight right beside the desk, which was very, very noisy. And then in the later half of the video, I developed a tickle in my throat and had to keep coughing and apologising for coughing through the video. And that was fine. I got through it, got to the end and went to stop the video and the screen was black. And it was like, I know I was recording what was going on. So I usually play back my videos for a bit just to check for any issues. And I got to halfway through the video and it just stopped and my phone had run out of memory. It was like just such a mission. So I deleted that and was going to redo it yesterday, and then I thought, no, fresh day tomorrow, let's start again, because my announcement video that I posted yesterday I had also recorded twice, because in the first one I recorded I noticed on watching it back that my friend's name and address had been sitting right at the edge of my desk and was visible in the camera. And I thought, I can't put it up with that information, that needs to be private. So I had to record that one a second time as well. So interesting start to my regular videos, all sorts of teething troubles. But that's how we learn, isn't it? By trying these things out and then adjusting until it's how we want it. So without further ado, let's get into this Nature Vibes journal. This one is made with cardboard, recycled cardboard from some advertising material, covered in vintage wallpaper with some beautiful lace down the spine, which I'm not sure if you'll be able to see with the light. And it's got a label here. Now the labels, most of the labels in this journal are purchased on Etsy from Shabbycottagestudio. I'll list all the ones I use in the description box. And it's got this beautiful trim down the side. It's eyelet lace with some flowers, and that was sent to me in Happy Mail, so I have no idea where it came from, originally where it was purchased from. And then the journal's just tied with this bit of satin selvage. It's a nice easy wrap around, and there's these silver colour metal book corners on each corner of the cover. So inside, I have a mix of digital kits that I've used in my journals. I can't tell you which belongs to which, but I have purchased from Artzology, journalpaperie, FrenchLemonStudio, and all those places can be found on Etsy. Again, I'll put them in the description box. And then these tabs I've used quite a few of. They appear throughout, and they are from FarMirage on Etsy, and they're really fun tabs. So here we have a paddy pocket on the inside cover, and I learnt about these paddy pockets, named after the creator of the pocket. I learnt about them on two YouTube channels from Gayle and Rachel at Roxy Creations. So if you want to find some more journal creators and interested in watching more making videos, and you're not already subscribed to those two ladies, I highly recommend them. They're my absolute favourites. I love watching them, and I watch them a lot, and there's literally thousands of videos there to watch. So that's where I learned how to make these. They're just, it's made out of book page, bit of collage, some fussy cut flowers. I can't actually tell you at the moment where those came from. I'll have to look that one up. And inside is a couple of little journal cards with some decoupaged serviette on. Next page is this lovely big pocket, and we've got a bookmark style journaling card, nice big journaling card that's been sewn around. And there's another one of those tabs, more fussy cut flowers. So there's a nature theme right throughout this. So there's flowers, butterflies, birds, mushrooms, anything naturey. And in the side here is this is a 6x6, I think, or 6x8 paper that's styled on Edith Holden's books. Some washi tape, our washi tape hinging that. And these labels are the ones from shabbycottagestudio. Really good set, that set. There's lots of different options, different colours, different sizes and shapes. All rectangle, but some are longer, some are wider. So really good set. Enjoying using them. Some eco-dyed paper here of my eco-dyed paper. This you can see on the back side some of the leaf prints in this. And in this batch I also put some red food colouring in the pot. So that's why it's a pinky colour as well. Here's some of the fussy cut mushrooms from FarMirage. There's also a number of my jelly prints in this book. I chose out ones that had a nature type feel to it. So there's this one, and on the back of that we've got a scrapbook paper pocket, and it's 3 pockets in one. So in the top pocket is this journaling card. This is a stamp set from, can I find it quickly? Yep, it's from Squirrels and Frogs. Hopefully that's not too glary in the camera. And that's on AliExpress. Gosh, my brain's gone this morning. Love that stamp set, it's really cool. Some magazine trim and a lot of illustrations in here from a nature book. I'll just grab it here. Illustrated Library of Nature. So I've got a couple of volumes of them. I haven't got the whole set unfortunately, but really neat illustrations in them. So I've used them a lot throughout this nature book. So that's some flowers and butterflies. So that's journaling card. In the next pocket I've just got a couple of little mini playing cards. One which I've backed with another illustration from that book, and a tiny wee one of the labels from shabbycottagestudio. Oops, get in there. Here we go. Then we've got this little flip up tag topped with a little bit of lace. And this little label is a stamp that I've got, just a cheap one from AliExpress. A little bit of journaling space in there. And the nature book is really cool. It's got these lovely illustrated plates, and they've all got rounded corners in the book. So when I cut them out, I just follow the rounded corners, and I just think they're super cute little journaling cards just like that. Some coffee dyed grid paper, another digital page with some stenciling on the back. This is some more of my eco dyeing, and this is done on some bond paper. I'm running out of this paper, and it's making me a bit sad because it's a creamy colour to begin with, and it's thick paper. I'm not sure of the weight of it, but it's thicker than regular copy paper. And it came from when my husband was working at a hotel, and they changed their branding, so they got rid of the stuff that had the old colours on. And he was working in that department, so he got to bring it home. So there's no more of that free paper, which is really sad, but it's been fantastic. So I'll enjoy what I've got left, the little bit I've got left, and then once it's gone, it's gone. So lovely big leaf print here, and then some smaller leaves from the eco dyeing. Another of my jelly prints, and a little collage cluster down the side. This is an illustration in a magazine, and I just fussy tore it out and popped it on there because I thought it was quite cool. This is some paper dyed with turmeric, I'm not sure I'll do turmeric again. It tends to leave gritty residue, and it still has some. I've brushed off as much as I can. It seems to be just part of the paper now, and I'm not overly fussed on that grit, although it's fine now, but I don't like having to brush it off because it makes my hands feel yucky. Has some more digital paper, and on the back a belly band. So this image in the middle of the belly band is also from a digital kit, possibly the same one as the page, I'm not sure, but from one of those people that I mentioned. A little bit of fabric and some lace, and then in behind there a big journaling card opening out. On the back a bit more of jelly print. This is some red cabbage dyed paper, something I'm not going to do again. I can't stand the smell. The paper doesn't smell now, but it takes ages for the smell to go away after you've dyed the paper. And to be honest, I think I prefer the coffee or tea to that sort of colour. But it's fine though, it's fine, it's something different. But the smell, I just, yeah. So the next page is some music page, which I've done this flip out on. And this illustration, if you can see it, is out of that nature book. So there's some larger full page illustrations, and a lot of them are just so pretty or interesting that I thought, well, I'll use them as flips. So there's another one or two further on that I've used as well. Here's the music page, another digital. We've got a side pocket with some lace on it. This is from a paper pack that I purchased on clearance at the warehouse here in New Zealand. I don't think it's available anymore, and that was a journaling card that was part of the Fussy cut page within the kit. And then this scrapbook bit of paper, which I've stamped, turn it up the right way, stamped some lines on. This tab here at the top is a stamp I've got in another cheap set. An illustration from the nature book, some washi tape, just to make a simple little journal card. Some more eco-dyed paper. This one's lined, so it's a thinner paper, lined on one side and plain on the other, although it's no longer plain with the lovely eco-dyeing. And I love eco-dyeing paper. You never know what you're going to get till you open it up, and I love that surprise factor. Sometimes it's disappointing, but not very often. Here I've used a whole page of the nature book as a page in the journal, and it's got these beautiful, beautiful illustrations. Just backed it with some paper for journaling on and a cluster on the side. Here's a book page pocket with a journaling card and this washi sticker of a couple of birds, and that was sent to me by my good friend Lydia in some happy mail. So this is a heavyweight scrapbook paper pocket, page, get my terminology right. On the back of that we've got this little double corner pocket with a fussy cut flower and label, bit of washi tape and journaling card upside down. So this is again in the background is from the nature book, as is this image here. Sorry, I hold it to the camera, I'm holding it to myself. A bit of German, I think it is, book page, and a little bit of collage for the journaling space on the back. And then in the back we've got a sort of a tag style journal card that flips up, the top flips up. Another one of the mushrooms from FarMirage. Some lace, that's the other half of that book, nature book page. And what did I do in the middle of this one? I think I just tied a bow. No, I just tied a knot. So another book page pocket here, decorated with some black and white illustrations from the nature book and a butterfly out of the book. And this fun zebra flash card, children's flash card, which I've just bordered with some jelly, strips of jelly print, a couple of stamped leaves. Makes a nice cute little journal card. And here's another illustration from the nature book with one of those tabs from Artzology. The corner book page pocket here with some jelly printed strips that I've woven. So they're woven to create the pattern. And more jelly print decorated up for journaling on the back of. More stenciling and some pretty lace trim. Oh, I just love these prints, they're gorgeous. Little fabric flip here with some lace and that pretty fabric. And then this fabric here is a strip. When I eco-dye my pages, I wrap them in fabric to protect the paper so it doesn't get damaged in the process. And I end up with these cool coloured bits of fabric. So that's what that is. Love coffee dyed splotches. I think they're really cool. Big library pocket here. It's funny, when I learned how to make these, I didn't write down any instructions or anything. I thought, oh yeah, I know how to make those. And then a couple of weeks later, I came to actually make one. And it turned out huge, which is kind of fun. And I'll probably make more huge ones. It takes up almost the whole page. And it's a good way to decorate just a plain white page. And yeah, I think it's fun. I do like the small ones, but the big one was a happy accident. And in there we've got a tag made with illustration from the nature book and just decorated with some stamped images topped with lace. And then this big pocket needed a big journal card. So we've got a big journal card, used a bit of digital to decorate the front of it, a bit of coffee dyed cheesecloth, and backed with some brown paper bag, which is lots of fun to write on there. So almost finished this journal, finished going through the journal. More Fussy cat mushrooms, another book page pocket here. There's a conversion table book that I've got, which has got lots of cool numbers in it. Unfortunately the pages are really thick, so not that great for collage, but I have used it here. It's a white paper bag I've used as the base, bit of German text, a stamped image, and inside we've got a tag, and these are from an Australian field guide bird book with some ledger paper on the back and a journal card from a book page. So lots of writing space in my journals, but you don't have to use them for writing. You can use them for a collage book, a scrapbook, memory book, phone numbers, whatever you'd like to use it for. Art journal. It doesn't have to be writing. So if you're not a writer, but you're interested in one of my journals, you can use it for whatever you like. Room to tuck little play, like if you're traveling, you can put receipts or plane tickets or whatever you've got in pockets as little keepsakes, maps of places you've been, postcards, etc. So there we go, there's my Nature Vibes journal. It is A5 size, 60 pages,